Meanwhile, back in the title screen, we have mail. In the form of, well, mail. We got people mailing us stuff, Now let's see here, something from CC Corporation, just talking to us about Dr. Kubo and how we can go to him about Chim spheres and stuff. An email from Atoli. Wait, I insisted nothing. But she wants to take us to Submissive Tragedies 1000 Oaks. Alrighty then, so that's our next goal, to go there with Atoli. Now we have two more emails up here that to fans of .hack may seem a little odd. Now both of these emails you get if you import your email from the end of .hack quarantine, which I did do. A lot of people saw the convert option on the title screen. Now converting your data from .hack quarantine gives you a couple interesting little things. One of which being these two emails. Go ahead and take a look at the one from Hokuto here. Now, Hokuto is the character from .hack AI Busters, which is one of the novels. It actually covers the events of the game prior to even .hack Sign. It actually covers the events that happened during the One Sin, which is the original main event that Balmung and Orca took part in. In fact, Hokuto is a writer. She writes a decent amount, actually. She translates as well, and one of the things she does in her free time is write some poetry. Under the under the pen name, I think it's W.B. Gates, something like that. And one of which was she wrote a rather lengthy poem detailing the events of the One Sin. You see, she was actually there. I'll let you guys read through this, but she was actually there during the events of the One Sin. Balmung and Orca thought they were alone, but they actually had two observers, little known to them. One of them being Hokuto, who the moment they defeated the One Sin, she went back to the message board and posted this rather large poem. And it's at the end of that poem where she referred to them as the descendants of Fianna, Balmung of the Azure Sky and Orca of the Azure Sea. Her poem is where those names and titles came from. Now, who she's emailing here is someone by the name of Lena, or as is more properly known in the Western world, Reyna, which was one of the two main characters in .hack Legend of Twilight. One of two characters that actually won the award, so to say, where they got a hold of Kite and Black Rose's character data. So that's why in Legend of Twilight you see Shugo, I think his name was Shugo, it's been a while and I didn't really care for Legend of Twilight much, but you saw him and Reyna running around looking like Kite and Black Rose. They weren't actually them, they just won an event and got to use that character data. So this is Hokuto emailing Reyna. And the other one being an email from Black Rose to Kite. This is the exact same email, actually, that you got at the very end of the game. Kind of detailing what's happened since then, and how they actually haven't had the chance to play in the world as much as they'd like to anymore. Detailing that they all got together for a big event at the end of everything. And it was really nice to see everybody in person, and she said she may have been a little harsh when she saw Kite being kind of reserved and defensive and whatnot. And then at the very end here, there is, of course, the line where she says, "I think I may be in love with you." Psych! Oh, but Black Rose, heaven help me if you don't step in, Natsume will. So, good times, though. Good times. Some really nice little Easter eggs there. Now, we did get that email from Atoli, so let's log into the world and go out and have some fun with her.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
So, would you please invite me to your party? The two of us will be heading to Delta Submissive Tragedy's Thousand Oaks.
Alrighty. Now, a lot of people actually aren't terribly fond of Atoli. And I can kind of understand that her voice would be a little grating, but honestly, she's one of very few characters in this game that I actually really take a liking to. I'm actually quite fond of Atoli.
We are heading for Delta Submissive Tragedy's Thousand Oaks.
Alrighty, just the two of us then. Off we go.
Hope I didn't bother you.
If you think you're bothering me, don't send me an email in the first place.
This is one of my very favorite areas. The moon tonight looks even prettier than usual.
Prettier than usual? Yeah, right, come on. I mean, this is just an online game.
Now then, let's go find the beast statue.
Now, one reason that Haseo actually dislikes Atoli as much as he does early on is because she has very similar character data to Shino. But at the same time, she acts in this kind of forceful way where she really doesn't understand, not so much doesn't understand, but she has her own opinions on things like PKing and whatnot, and she kind of forces that opinion onto other people. And Haseo cannot stand people that force their opinion on others.
It's my turn.
Now, Atoli is a harvest cleric, so she's going to be our main healer. And in this area, though, this is a level 3 area, especially after the stuff that I did in the previous level. She really doesn't have all that much to do. I can pretty easily solo this area at this point, so...
Have you learned your lesson?
There's that, though. Yeah, but no worries, it's as the game goes on, Atoli does kind of learn to accept other people a little bit more. I mean, not so much accept, but she learns to see things from from someone else's point of view a little bit better. And of course, Haseo warms up as well, and what with character development and all, it's the kind of stuff that you just expect in a game. So I don't even know why I'm talking about it in the first place. But yeah, that is what it comes down to, though, is right now Atoli is doing something that he cannot stand, and that is a lucky animal. Come back here and let me kick thee.
Thou who chase the wind, I praise thee. I shall grant thee my powers for a limited time.
Heck yeah. So yeah, that's that, though. And on top of that, Haseo kind of has his own mission to go out and do things. He wants to do his best to try to save Shino, and this is actually something that's going to come up in the next couple videos or so, where Haseo acts a little more rude than you would expect, and for the most part, that's just because he has his own mission to help out Shino. And when someone kind of butts in and tells him to go do something else, he doesn't like that because it's getting in the way of him helping out Shino.
I'm sorry.
especially with Sleipnir helping us out. We have, maybe I should run close enough to actually hit him.
Have you learned your lesson?
We have, like, I'm in no danger of getting hurt much at all, so... Atoli really isn't doing all that much, but, you know what? While I'm here... Okay, she's on life, which I really don't need, so I'll set her on free will. Free will is just about the best one to keep most people on. Atoli I tend to keep on life later on in the game. This early on anyway, I don't even need a Harvest Cleric that much. Something else interesting is in the Customize area, you get to see your equipment here. And you see ability just there off to the right. You get interesting little items that you can kind of equip to your equipment to do extra stuff. Oh, excuse me. To do extra stuff. And I have on my... I bought a new pair of weapons, and I added water attack to them. I have my armor, which I added physical minus 10% to, so I take less damage. Simple bracelet, I don't really have anything on. So, that's that. That's what I kind of took care of off-screen there. Not much in the way of enemies here, are there? Can't even get much experience to level up here. God dang it. Ah, well. Continuing on. That's actually kind of my rants for the time being. I mean, my main complaint with this game, really, is that I'm not as fond of a lot of the characters in this game, as opposed to the first, but that kind of comes down to the JRPG-ish kind of thing,
I'm sorry.
which I've already talked about some. Heck yeah. So, I've already talked about that some. Hey, come back here and let me smack you. God dang it. And really setting Atoli to free will, she's actually meleeing some, which a Harvest Cleric probably shouldn't do, but, it's better than running around waiting for me to get low enough to need healed. Now, there was a thing around here. There it is. And then the other concern I have is kind of how angsty Haseo gets from time to time. What might you be? Mecha Grunny! Oh, yeah!
It's that again.
He says that because I actually saw it once off screen, but, whatever, it's Mecha Grunty.
Course unknown, fuel insufficient, functions shut down, emergency landing. Passing life form detected. Begin fuel request. Beep. Chin sphere, please. Oink.
Okay, he's asking for 6 Chim Spheres, which we do indeed have, since I got 99 off screen. And that, request for Chim Spheres, he actually has a stock number of those lines that he kind of alternates between, some of them more funny than others.
Oink. Thank you for helping me. Oink.
I hope he's okay. Fairy's Orb. You'll run into Mecha Grunty a good bit here and there, and that looked like a ramp. But, there's another one of the dudes in town for the Mecha Grunty, just like there was with the Chim Spheres.
Okay, the origin of the name Moontree comes from...
Not interested.
Now. It won't hurt you just to listen, will it? Moontree is run by a council of officers known as the Seven Council. You remember who Sakaki is, right? He is one of the officers.
Man, I don't have time for this.
Hey, Haseo, wait! Please wait!
It is kind of cute how they interact early on, I'll admit that. And it's actually playing through this game, again here. I did kind of have a lesser opinion of this because I'm not as fond of the characters, as I mentioned before. But I guess it's that in the time spent since playing these games and in playing the first 4 again,
I'm sorry.
that I was kind of guess I was a little bit biased in that they did a lot of things. I will admit they did a lot of things a little bit worse than the first 4 games, but I guess just because of the bias of time that I'd kind of forgotten about all the things they did so much better. I mean, just playing through little bits here and there, I'm actually really enjoying myself on this game, and that's something that I honestly wasn't expecting. Because Sleipnir is freaking awesome. Hey, don't you be hitting Atoli, you piece of crap. She's just all adorable, standing there minding her own business, smacking you upside the head with a cane. Doing 1 damage, she never hurt anybody.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm happy that worked because I wasn't trying to target him. I didn't even see him because he's a sword and I was looking at him from the side. It worked out in the end though, so we got that going for us and that hurt a little. Can you hold him off, Atoli? Thanks. Oh wow, she actually killed him. Nice job. Aww, no more Sleipnir. Have I missed anything up till now? Nope. Give me my map back, so I can tell where I am and what I'm doing, and which hill I'm running up that has a dude up top that I'm gonna totally surprise attack. And now I have to actually try, maybe. Ooh, that's a trap beast. And that onion is being very onionish, and he's hitting me for 0 damage. That is hilarious. Remember, everyone, if you see a Rengeki, it's common courtesy to take advantage of it. I don't care if that enemy has 1 hit point left. Trap chest. Rough armor. Hey, that's the exact same armor I have on now. Interestingly enough, as an adept rogue, they actually give you access to heavy armor, which you'd think was reserved for tanks, but I guess it works since you're generally going to be less skilled in other areas. So they can make up for it by you being able to take a little more of a beating. God dang it. Well, there goes my S rank for this area. Quit hitting me for 0 damage, it's annoying.